Hi guys, welcome back to the Morning Grind, a video series that is aimed to bring support and companionship to other guys and peers that are navigating the dating world in the modern age. Today we're gonna be discussing and trying to answer an important question. Does aging really affect dating? To answer that question, we have once again the wise, the intellectual, the slim, the so put together.
Shade. Hello. Sorry, I'm deep in the book, babe.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the book about?
I don't know, but it has words, and there's lots of them.
Yeah, I think that's the first book that I have seen him picking.
What?
Since I met him.
Hi guys.
We are so lucky to have these examples of successful gay queer lifestyles.
Interesting fact, like on Google, you're more likely to be single if you're over 45, if you're a gay or bisexual male.
Yep, I read a little bit of that statistics as well. I think it's like 57 to 65% of the bisexual and the gay male are more likely to be single at that age.
Wow.
And you know why that might be?
Ooh.
Let's see the stereotype straight relationship. Young couple meet when they're young.
Yeah, 30s or 20s, 30s. Yeah.
They get
Married, they have children.
the mortgage.
Hello, I'm Shade.
Yeah. They are more focused of having a fulfilled life. But in the gay world, we live a life with so much freedom. We do the gay thing, we do the orgy, we do the parties, we do
packs at 3 o'clock in the morning with a dog bark, but that's another topic.
yeah, the condom. Never done that.
No.
So, but on saying that, it's very important for us to mention, so we don't create this stereotype that that's the gay world and that's something bad. As a gay community, we have been so hidden and we have to hide ourselves for such a long time that I think sex has become a way to liberate and to show that freedom in our society, right? However, that might be the issue that is causing this statistic of this lonely gay and bisexual epidemic. So everything really comes down to life choices. And for instance, point in case, one of the reasons we started making this video series was because we noticed that there was like a huge amount of people out there that were dating gaps, like they were in relationships with big gaps, older guys and young guys. And I truly believe that that's something that it is possible to happen. I'm not saying that it's unlikely, like I personally like older guys. However, most of the scenarios that I have experienced from my own experience and I have seen people, most of those relationships don't tend to end well, especially in the gay community. There is so many factors. There is the age thing. There is this looking for the grass is greener, and there is something as well with power dynamics. You know, the older guy is already stable and the young guy is seeking for guidance, and these relationships don't tend to end well. But it's also a lot to do with what you were discussing before, which is for some reason we guys always, doesn't matter the age, always want the good body.
Yeah, we're always after the youth, we're always after the beauty, and that's true. Like the body is a commodity, and we want to. Personally, I'm after, which is wrong. I should be seeking someone my own age, but I'm always looking for, and I shouldn't be, for younger guys. Because I want to be with someone that's got an amazing body, and I want to be with the youth, and I want to feel great about myself, and perhaps I do that through them, and I project it through them. Like it or not, we don't want to admit that we're getting older.
Also, can we talk about the closeted gay community? What I'm trying to say is, like, have you noticed that there is within the gay community there are so many gay guys that don't want to live life as gay?
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it because because we live in a straight world, and in order to advance yourself career-wise, mostly career, and to drive yourself forth, and you almost have to be a chameleon, right? You've got to mold yourself. You kind of you got to be amongst the straight community in order to, it's called survival. And you know what? We're so used to it, and we're so used to just having to adapt and having to get along to to just get through life and to get what we want, and it's really hard. If you want career advancements, and it's a fact, I know it's a fact, you have to act straight. You have to get along with everybody. You have to play the game in order to get ahead.
Something that really upsets me, and not upsets me because, hey, it's not for me to be upset. It's something that worries me is the amount of guys that are like seeking mask for mask.
Yeah.
You know, like they live a life so worried about what society thinks about them, and they manufacture the lifestyle in order to fit society, in order to get what you just mentioned, all that. Yeah. But the problem is when you build a life based on lies, that life is doomed to break at some point, to fumble. Then when it fumbles, you're gonna be 50 plus, single, realizing that maybe now I want to live my true self. See, and then you're gonna be facing all the struggles that we gay guys go through, which is the dating life is horrible. Then you have to have the good body. Then you have to, it's just chaos on top of being older.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Shane. This is my life.
Yes. Another thing I believe is it's affected mostly your generation, I think.
Yeah.
Now I'm 30 and now I'm a little bit more conscious of what I want when it comes to romance, and most of it has to do with the way I see my mother, treating her like my mom is my role model in every aspect, including romance, even though her romance life is the most unsuccessful there is out there next to yours.
Oh, yeah, I need to meet your mum. Yeah.
But yeah, like I do try to follow her steps, you know, like I do. She was in a couple of years in a relationship. She's never dated somebody younger, so that's why I unfortunately I don't see myself dating somebody that is below 25,
right,
and not even engaging in intercourse or stuff like that. Some few occasions, exceptions can be made, but I think that's something that your generation failed to have, which is role models.
Well, we didn't have any role models. So during the 80s and 90s, there's HIV AIDS epidemic. So that pretty much wiped out a generation. And we never had, well, growing up, I never had anybody look up to really. Gay was kind of like a bit of a dirty word, really. We never had anybody to inspire us or to lean towards. We had nothing. We were alone. We were alone. We didn't have anybody to uplift us. We didn't have phones that we could be inspired through. We didn't have apps, obviously. Not like that's a good thing, but we didn't have anybody that was going to mentor us. Yeah. We didn't have that. It was never talked about. It was hidden, and we just went into our own shells, and we just blocked it all out, and we just pretended, which is really sad, but that was just life.
Which means you pretty much have to make it up as you go. And as we can see in society is built through pretty much generations. So what I see the people about me doing is what I will usually attempt to do. Meaning, does that make sense?
Yeah, it totally does, yeah.
Being in a relationship, in a long-term queer relationship with children and all that, that's kind of new. Even for me, like,
yeah.
It is out there, and you can see it sometimes. As what you were saying about cell phones is a really good thing, because if I go out in my neighborhood, I might not see it at all. But being exposed to it on social media, on YouTube, inspires me. It's like, oh, that guy is doing that. Maybe I can do that. Because, coming back to what we were discussing before, because of society putting this stigma on gays, made us hypersexualize our lifestyle. If I didn't have those aspirations of a lifestyle that I would like to be, I will be dealing with life the way that I know how, which is I want validation, which means I want to have a hookup. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I really believe that mentorship is really important.
I think it's huge.
Yeah.
And I mean, the youth growing up now, they are so lucky to have what they've got. It's just accepted.
We are so lucky to have these examples of successful gay, queer lifestyles. I'm so grateful.
Oh, thank you, babes. yeah, I mean, I don't think the generation now, I don't think they realize how lucky they've got it. It's so accepted. It's in high schools. They're so lucky, and they have lots of mentors. Right? We never had that.
Yeah.
So perhaps I was just born in the wrong generation.
Perhaps you should have lived your truth instead of playing straight for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So don't blame that on the generation.
No. But from my personal perspective, I have no regrets. Life just plays out how life plays out.
Yeah.
But look, if I had to rewind the clock, things might be a little bit different.
Yeah.
They are what they are.
They are what they are. And
yep. And then things happen for a reason.
there is one more thing that we want to mention, but I think based on what you just said, there's something that's very important for us to remember. I truly believe that this is something that I've been saying for ages. I think the biggest strength, the biggest power we humans have is the power of adaptation. We can adapt to any circumstances.
Absolutely.
However, I believe like a lot of gay guys and a lot of older guys, they struggle to adapt to their new circumstances. Like clearly, how many guys have you been dating younger? Lots. How many guys have been successful?
0.
Hey, good. Try it. Might work out, might not. But also don't dismiss the other how do you say? The other guys.
The other guys.
The other percentage of people, which is your age.
Yeah.
There's no reason why it couldn't work,
Yeah, but but question. The question for me actually. Why do I date younger guys and not people my own age? Because perhaps people my own age are trying to date the younger guys. And I get missed.
But that's what I'm literally trying to say. Like, we need to adapt to our circumstances. If you are 50 plus, if you like younger guys, go ahead with younger guys. But if it's not working out for you, give a chance to the people that it might be slightly your age. They are literally seeking exactly the same thing that you're seeking, which is stability, commitment. Most of the young guys don't have that. So get to the program.
Yeah, and how do we get to that program? Like, do we get off the hookup apps, and perhaps we should be pretty more focused on like dating apps like Hinge, or what's the other one?
I mean, you are right there, but sorry to go a little bit on a tangent here, but I think in the modern world, dating gay world, we are set up for failure.
Yeah.
We have built this pattern of habits of hooking up. I'm gonna be a little bit biased here, and I'm gonna say something a little bit controversial.
Oh God, not again.
Which I never say.
Oh yeah, whatever.
I truly believe that the hypersexualized lifestyle that we gays have, it is not healthy. It is not healthy, and I'm speaking from experience. I have met hundreds of guys that are over 38, 45, 50, very successful guys, that's it. Very successful guys.
That's it.
And that's
it. Next.
And they are lonely.
Sad.
What's the point that I was trying to make? I forgot. What was the point that I was trying to make?
This is a story of his life.
I swear, I was trying to make a point. Wait, let me rewind.
What's your point?
The amount of times.
It's coming, folks.
It's coming. They are young. What were we talking about?
Dating people.
And they're lonely, and it's because we have set up all these things that we have mentioned before. We like the beauty. We live a life with freedom. We like to go partying, and a lot of us. We like not to have commitment. And we have built these habits for years and years and years. And that is something that I have mentioned to you a lot, right?
Yeah.
For instance, you have seen me. If I pick up a bad habit, takes nothing. It takes 20 days for you to pick up a habit. To delete that habit, that's the struggle.
Yeah, it's a struggle.
To rewire your brain to stop doing that. So imagine now living a life of, for instance, in your case, liking the youth, liking the body, and eventually one day be like, oh, now I'm 50. You know what? Let's let's not. No, that's not how the brain operates. You're
Yeah.
always going to be focusing on the youth and the beauty.
Yeah.
Even though that's not exactly what you want, that's what your brain is wired to do.
Yeah.
So I think we need to adapt to our circumstances, you know?
So validation is not the same as intimacy. I think that's a big thing. And I think for me, we, like, even if we get like little breadcrumbs, we kind of think that that's a connection.
And that's another
Yeah.
and that's another issue why so many of us might be, I include myself there, why so many of us might end up single when we're older. I'm already old. I'm 30.
You are not old.
I'm bitch.
But
The amount of guys that have on Grindr that are like no over 26, I'm like, bitch, give me a chance. But anyway, mental health, mental health, it's also a struggle.
yeah.
Most of us don't work through our issues. Trauma, it is a real thing. Mental issues is a real thing. And the thing is, like, when you are on your 20s, on your 30s, that's the chance where you have, you know, to get to know yourself, see where you are struggling, and try to not fix it, because you cannot fix
No,
things.
but you can learn from your behavior.
You can learn from your behavior, but when you're living a life, when you're, for instance, in your case, you were busy living a life on your 30s and 40s, lying to yourself, lying about who you were.
Yeah.
In my case, I left all my 20s worry about having a hookup. When are you gonna do the job? When do you have the time to literally internalize everything and be like, you know what, let's sit down, let's unpack what is happening, why is that I'm doing all this, and let's try to heal.
Yeah.
Most of you guys, most of us guys don't put up the work, and then you're 50 with all this trauma, and the result, it is exactly, if you're watching this video, it's exactly where you and I are right now, which is getting older and single.
Yeah.
Very important to start from here, and then.
Yeah, but Annie's video is great. Like, I'm actually, like, I know they're helping the viewer, but they're also helping me. Like, having you as a friend, having you, seeing you reacting to my experiences on dating younger guys, and your reaction and your analysis after I do that. No, it's true. It's like huge for me. Like, I've learned so much. And whereas when I used to go, well, going back to me, when I used to go for dates, I used to go, oh, you know, this is the one, this is the one, this is the one. I went for a date last night and I was like, you know what? I don't think about it anymore. I'm not that emotionally connected, and I'm disconnecting myself from that and actually evaluating and assessing it and going, hang on, he's actually not right for me. Yes, he gave me validation, but that's not the same as connection. So yeah,
Yes.
you've done me a big favor, babes.
No, you did it all yourself. But yeah, there's some little things that we tend to put aside, but they are the things that actually make the difference. Like, analyze our little traumas and see why we operate the way we do. Because everything that we do, there is a reason behind, and it's here.
Yeah.
And on saying that, and I think just to finalize, like, so guys, what can we say? Like, another thing that, no, let me drink my water, bitch. That's why you're still fat.
Hi, girl.
Another thing that I will say, and this is based on my experience and something that I have been trying to do since I came out, is to live my true self.
And I'm trying to do that now.
Yes.
And I'm trying to be a better version of myself. And over the last year, I think I'm a completely different person. Can you validate that? Than when I first started out.
If you think that, that's good. But you don't have validation.
And here we go. I know, I'm not, and I'm still looking for validation, right?
He wants it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, guys, like, there is so much power on accepting and loving who you are.
Yeah.
And when you are already in that stage, life is gonna bring exactly to your life that you want. You know?
You
Just be free. Understand that yes, we live in a straight society, but if we keep on hiding ourselves, playing this camouflage game, we are never gonna get our turn, because if we are hiding, we are not being seen. So
Yeah.
we need to be seen. We need.
Because all you're doing is hurting yourself.
Yes,
If
for others.
Yeah. And
Don't.
why are we doing it for others?
Don't.
Life is short.
Life is way too short.
Live your no, seriously, you've got to live your true life.
And for some people, it's shorter than others. TikTok. And yes, guys, so pretty much, anything else that we want to say?
What else we want to say? Well, hopefully everybody got something out of this, because I mean, I actually did. This is kind of therapy for me.
It is really
It totally
nice.
is therapy
It's
for
really
me.
nice.
So hopefully you guys get something out of it. But for me, it's a win-win. It's
Yes.
yeah.
It was amazing. I think getting to talk about these topics is really insightful for me and you.
Yeah.
As I say, this is a blog, guys, that we are not experts. Once again, we say it.
No.
We just speak from our experience. We're trying to analyze what is helping us, what could help us, what is not working for us, and maybe you might find it entertaining or insightful. If you do, please leave your comment. If you disagree with us, please leave your comments. If you agree with us, please leave your comment. Let us know where do you agree, where we are wrong, because at the end of the day, we are here just because of the same reason you're here. Yeah. We're trying to help each other and to create this companionship community, that help us to navigate the dating world, because we don't want to be single.
No. Yeah.
But we don't know what to do, so please help us.
Help us.
Anyway, guys, it was a pleasure having you here. It was a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks, babes.
You were amazing.
Oh, thank
as
you.
always.
We're always learning, aren't we?
Yeah, I hope you finish your book.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. It's going to be a slog, guys, but we'll get through it.
Yeah. And thank you, guys.
Have a great time, guys. Love to see everybody, and we look forward to welcoming you back next week.
Yes. Until then, enjoy your morning grind.
Cool.